are clapping for South Africa's Julius Malema because through him, most of the xenophobic leaders in South Africa, including JACINTA and Zuma, are at the edge of getting themselves arrested in South Africa.
There will be arrests and there will be charges that will be preferred against those who have done so.
There will always be a development from South Africa, and I'd like to be here to give you all the city. So yesterday, the 25th of August 2026, there was a virtual parliamentary sitting in South Africa, and it equals them sitting in parliament, right? Just that this one was done via Zoom. They called it the National Assembly Plenary Virtual, right? Where the members of parliament ask the president some questions that concerns them, and then the president will answer. Now, a question on the immigration problems was asked through the virtual yesterday, and this question was asked twice, all by Honorable Julius Malema. Julius Malema is the leader of EFF. He is also a member of parliament in South Africa. A lot of Africans know Julius Malema, right? He asked this question twice. One of it was prior to the meeting, and during the meeting, he went ahead to ask one. Now, let's consider the one that he asked first, that is prior to the meeting. He asked that, right, with everything that has happened in South Africa, how is the president of South Africa, President Cyril Ramaphosa, going to change or regain the reputation that South Africa had before the entire xenophobia? How is South Africa going to regain their reputation?
The first question has been asked by Honorable J.S. Malema. The question is, considering the upsurge of Afrophobic violence instigated by the March and March and other groupings in the Republic, and noting the impact such actions have had on the standing of the Republic in the African continent, what medium to long-term interventions has he put in place to restore the credibility of the Republic as an honest Pan-African voice in the continent and the diaspora?
Now, this is how the president of South Africa answered the question. According to him, South Africa still remains one reputable member of the African continent. It's not like they've lost their reputation, because the entire thing that happened, they've condemned it. They said they do not like xenophobia. They condemn whatever that is happening in South Africa, that is the South African government.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and honorable members. South Africa remains a respected member of the African community of nations and a principled Pan-African actor. We continue to participate actively in continental as well as regional bodies and processes. While some African countries have raised concerns about the anti-migrant actions by some groups in our country, as a government, we have firmly and publicly rejected xenophobia, Afrophobia, vigilantism, and all forms of discrimination against people from other countries.
And in fact, their Minister for National Relations has done a lot of job by visiting all the African countries that were affected. An example is Ghana. He mentioned Ghana, that their Minister for Foreign Affairs was here, Foreign Relations was here to come see President John Dramani Mahama so that they have a conversation, let them understand whatever the situation in South Africa, that they should not hold it against them, that kind of thing. So they've done a lot to restore relations between African countries. So they are cool with that.
Our Minister of Foreign Affairs, of International Relations and International Cooperation has traveled to a number of countries as my envoy to meet a number of states and heads of states and heads of government. And at times it has been quite challenging to synchronize the diaries of all the heads of states. He was well received in Ghana. He was well received in other countries. We've had discussions, even at my level, with various heads of states who have articulated their deep understanding for what has been happening here. And they have wished us well, and they have said that they are willing and able to support South Africa as it deals with this difficult problem. And they have also characterized it as a complex problem, meaning that there is deep understanding of the challenges we're going through.
Now, this is how the question that was asked prior to the meeting was answered. Honorable Julius Malema went ahead to re-ask the question again on the platform, and what he was seeking was that, see, we know that we are trying to restore relations with, other Africans that were affected by whatever that went on in South Africa. But the main question, this is the most important part, the main question is that we have the faces of the perpetrators walking freely in South Africa. The people that caused us our reputation are walking freely in South Africa. In fact, we have the police escorting them, seeing them every single time. But there have been no arrest. And the entire thing is still continuing. They are still doing it. So what is the president doing about that one? That is the most important part.
The level of violence perpetrated against African foreign nationals in this country over the past few months has a face. We know who the instigators and the perpetrators of this violent act are. In certain instances, we have seen perpetrators unleashing their violence against African immigrants in the presence of the police, and yet no one of these perpetrators and instigators is arrested. This gives an impression that this violence is in fact a state-sanctioned violence against African nationals. This hardens the attitude of our sisters nations in the continent, because to them and to many of us, these are not isolated actions of vigilante groups, but rather actions aided by the state. Why have the perpetrators of this violence not been arrested and prosecuted?
And that is when President Cyril Ramaphosa said that we should not worry. The SA police is on it. They are doing their investigations. They are trying to get some one or two things together, and eventually the people that orchestrated the entire thing, instigated the people that were attacked and all of that are going to gain justice, because they are going to arrest the leaders, the instigators.
The issue of the instigators of this violent actions that have been taken against people from other countries is a matter that is being processed. The police have informed us, and all security apparatus have informed us that they are following all that up, getting all the reports and evidence. We are obviously concerned about the actions that have been taken against many Africans in our country. We have made it clear that those who violate the law, those who transgress the various precepts of our laws, need to be dealt with. And in a number of cases where, for instance, incidents of violence have even resulted into injury, into death, we are going to be following all that up and ensuring indeed that those who have perpetrated those acts are followed up, and there will be arrests, and there will be charges that will be preferred against those who have done so.
And if President Cyril is talking about the fact that the leaders of the entire match or the xenophobia that has gone on or is still going on in South Africa are going to be arrested, then we know some names like, first, JACINTA, who is the leader of Match, Ingizwe Mukchunu, who has backed down now, and then Fakeo Mtakati, who is still, doing his underground thing and all that. He is not that active right now like JACINTA. But these are the main leaders that started the entire thing. They are the ones that championed the 30th June deadline, everything that happened in South Africa, people getting beaten and all that. Fakeo Mtakati himself was seen in videos attacking people, like physically, not only verbally, right? So these are the people that South Africa is looking up to, arresting. Now, JACINTA Ngobezezuma is whom the entire South Africa, I mean, the youth, if you find your way at the comment sections, everyone is saying that the president should not even try anything like that. They love JACINTA Ngobezezuma. In fact, someone said that no one will arrest at JACINTA Ngobezezuma unless they want a revolution to take place. We are ready to die. This is from a South African. He is saying that if the president of South Africa tries anything like arresting Jacinta Ngopese-Zuma, then there is going to be a full revolution. They are ready to lose their lives for Jacinta Ngopese-Zuma. Someone said that, oh, okay, that is why he is understanding the entire thing now. Jacinta Ngopese-Zuma got the hint that the president is trying to oppress her, or the president is about to arrest her. That is why she quickly ran to Afro Forum. If you remember, Jacinta Ngopese-Zuma said that she's going to join Afro Forum and that she's going to learn some one or two things from them. Afro Forum is an organization that fights for white rights in South Africa. And according to this person, he feels like it is because Afro Forum will be able to protect her. That is why she went there. He's saying that that's why she is running to seek refuge in Afro Forum, claiming that they have the best prosecutors. In fact, this particular person said that let the police do their job, and they must do it well, because South Africans in there, we are not cowards. Ramaphosa does not scare us, in capital letters. He is singing for his pockets and Malema. Both Malema and President Cyril, they are just singing for their pockets. They've not even seen them. But I know many Gadsville South Africans are saying, bring it on. Like they are ready. If the president is ready to arrest Jacinta Ngopese-Zuma, they are ready. But in all these, it is Jacinta Ngopese-Zuma that they are protecting. My question is, what happened to Pake Umtakati and Ingizwe Mukchunu? This is Gossip 24. Kindly leave what you think in the comment section. Please do me a favor to subscribe if you've not. You like it and you say, the room is bright because my name is Light.